Does your team know the difference between an average customer experience versus an exceptional customer experience? Well, if not, allow me to clarify. Think about when a customer comes into our business or our place of business, the minimum or the basic that they expect is that the service will be timely and accurate, that as staff members we will be competent in providing our service to them, that we're going to be courteous and friendly, and most of all, that they feel that there's value because the quality of the product or service that they're purchasing is worth the dollars that they're paying for it. Now that's a lot and that's good, but that's not enough to create an exceptional customer experience. To do that, the first thing that we need to do is ensure that we personalize the experience. Now, if we have customers that come in quite a bit, we call them repeat customers, we should know their name, we should know their likes and dislikes, and use that to create that individualized level of service. Another way to create that exceptional level of service is to be proactive, to anticipate what that customer may need before they have to ask, and also to provide service that is genuine, not phony. Most of all, what customers expect from an exceptional level of service is that if they have an issue or problem, that we are empowered to take care of it. We don't have to search all over the building or department to find a manager and get their approval to be able to resolve an issue. And lastly, exceptional customer service or an exceptional customer experience is consistent. And what that means is that we're doing all of these things at a high level on a consistent basis. So there you have it, the difference between an average customer experience versus an exceptional customer experience. And you know what? If you feel that your team is still somewhat confused, observe what they're doing and then pull them aside, maybe in your next team huddle, and sit down and lay out what that exceptional customer experience should really look, sound, and feel like. Does your team know what an exceptional customer experience should look, sound, and feel like? Well, if you don't know, let me clarify it for you. First of all, when a customer comes into our place of business, how should it look? Well, our work area should be clean and organized, no visible debris. Employees should be well groomed, wearing their proper name tag. They should be greeting every customer with a warm and friendly smile and using positive eye contact. And what should that exceptional customer experience sound like? Well, we should be greeting them with good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Our voice tone should be clear, friendly, and enthusiastic, and we should be using proper grammar. And at the end of the day, how should that exceptional experience feel to our customers? Well, they should walk away feeling valued, well served. They should walk away feeling not hurried, and that we have a sense of urgency to take care of all of their issues. So there you have it, what an exceptional customer experience should look, sound, and feel like. Does it sometimes seem harder and harder to exceed customer expectations? Well, if it does, I've got 4 simple tips for anticipating customer needs to exceed their expectations. So let's start with tip number 1, which is really the biggest. It's to observe your customer so that you understand their likes and their dislikes. Do they like a little small talk before you get started? Do they hate long wait times? And also, what do you have in common with that customer? What are some of your similarities? Do you like the same hobbies? Are you from the same hometown? Do you like the same types of pets? After that, it's pretty easy because tip number 2 is to tailor the experience, which means to personalize the experience based on what you know that they like and dislike. Then tip number 3 is to be proactive. What that means is that we should always take care and handle issues before the customer has to ask. That's the ultimate in anticipating needs. And that 4th tip, it's to always under-promise and over-deliver. Simply put, it just means doing a few extra little things to exceed that customer's expectations. So there you have it, 4 simple tips for anticipating needs to exceed expectations. Are you looking for simple ways to elevate the customer experience? Well, if you are, let's talk about the language of service excellence. Think about when we're interacting with our customers. If we're greeting them, words and phrases that we should not use are things like hi or hey. Instead, we should say hello. or good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. If they ask us to resolve an issue, we should never say, no problem. Instead, we might want to say, my pleasure. And in those instances that require a yes as a response, we should never say, yep, or okay. Instead, yes, or I'd be happy to. And think about those times when we need to request information from the customer. Instead of barking orders, name, telephone number, address, you've had that happen to you before. We might say something like, may I have your name, please, address, please, and thank you. So there you have it, just a couple of simple terms and phrases that make up the language of service excellence. And if you use them, I guarantee it will help you elevate the customer experience from average to extraordinary.